guys, it is Lauren with Sweet Home Sewing. I just did a 20-something minute video and I'm not even going to post it. I wanted to jump on here real quick. I found, so while I was, let me move this stuff. I got all of my Gingerbread Kisses fabric. It is all pressed. Well, first I starched it yesterday and pressed it this morning. And many of y'all know, and if you're new here, welcome, and I'm glad you're here and you're listening to my wild self. But what I do is how I starch my fabrics is I put a towel on my kitchen table and I have this mister bottle with this. I have Lin-it starch. It's in the kitchen. It's Lin-it, and I get it off. You can get it off Amazon or Walmart. But I get it off Amazon. It's about the same price, I think. But I fill it up to about right here with the Lin-it starch and then the rest with water. And I soak my fabrics. I have a towel down. I don't dip them because I don't really have much of place and I don't want to waste all that starch. So I just spray them with this. Now doing all of these fat quarters, I forget how many there are. I filled this up 3 times and this is the 3rd time I filled it up. So, and I've used it a little bit on other stuff. But, and I soak it and then I hang dry. You can see my rack back there. That's off of Amazon too. I will link, what I can do for y'all is I will link my spray bottle. I will link that and my Lin-it starch down in the description box for y'all if you're interested. But this is the Gingerbread Kisses fabric. I had an unboxing for that. But that's how I do it. I soak it till it's nice and soaked through. And Alicia, she's on Quilty Bird Piecing, but she gave me the idea because I'm like, I couldn't see if it was soaked really good on the front. So she said, turn it over on and soak the back, and you can really tell doing that. So that's what I've been doing. But I got that starch yesterday, pressed today, and I started thinking, I don't want to do this tree skirt, this pattern with this fabric. I did my sister's. It is done. I just have to quilt it. And I was going to do a video on that. But guys, I got in here yesterday. I really wanted to start sewing. So I got in here yesterday and I started sewing and didn't even think about recording. So I apologize. I went to quilt it, to sandwich it, and it turned into a disaster and made me mad because all of my hard work went down the drain because once I turned it over, it was all like folded in on itself, wrinkled, it was everything. So I have to do it on my carpet. Well, I'm going to have to clean off my table and do it on my kitchen table for now until I can, because what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a piece of some kind of big thick foam board or something from Home Depot. That way I can store it, and then when I need to piece it, I can put it in my floor and then piece something hard that I can sandwich my stuff on. But I'm not going to sandwich that one yet until I get a couple more done, and then I'll sandwich them all together. I'm saying all that to say that I got on Pinterest and started looking for tree skirts. I found 2 tree skirts that are free patterns earlier, and I will link all of these patterns down in the description box. So they are linked down there. Check them out if you're interested. The first one is called a Yuletide tree skirt. It was designed by Elise Leah for Robert Kaufman Fabrics. It's featuring Yuletide bouquet. I don't know if that fabric is even in production anymore, but it's beginner friendly, so that's good. It is 10 like a layer cake friendly, and it's finished at 58 inches in diameter. So this is what it looks like. It has cutting, it has everything you need on here. Only thing with this is I think this is the pattern I'm going to use for the Gingerbread Kisses, only I'm not making it that big because my little stepsister I don't think needs one that big, and that's a big tree skirt because the one I did my sister is 51 inches. That sucker's big, so I'm not going to do it that big. I'm going to cut it down a little bit, and it shows, I kind of marked on here, but I've got to do something else. I'm going to have to draw it out. But this is what it looks like before. This is what it'll look like when you quilt it, and then you'll trim it up and all that. And it does give you a template for the inside of the circle to do that. It also shows you how to do the bias binding, which is you're going to get a 26-inch square of fabric, and then it shows you how to cut it, stitch it, and then cut it down into the strips. So there's that one. The other one is, it's a granny square, but it's called a granny square tree skirt, and it's only 39 inches square. I'm gonna make this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add an extra row on the top, and then the bottom, and then I'm also gonna cut off the corners so it'll look like this. I don't like how square it looks. I want to give it some kind of I just don't like how square. So I'm gonna cut off the squares on the side, like this other one. So there's that one. And then Donna sent me one. She sent me one a while back and resent it to me today. I'm not going to personally do this because I'm so sick and tired of half square triangles. But the one that she sent me is called Candy Dish Tree Skirt, and it's by Maywood Studios. And you can do it any ways like this, or just totally scrappy. It's 40 by 40. So there's that one. I will link that one down in the description box as well. There's also another one that I'm going to do, but this one is going to be for, I think I'm going to hopefully have enough fabric to do the, my poppy cotton little snowman ones, but it's going to be this one. And I already showed y'all this before, but it's going to be this one right here, the giant Dresden Christmas tree skirt. This will be in the description. This is a purchase though. I purchased it off Etsy and printed it out. It's 54 inches in diameter. You're going to have to really look at the directions in this one. It's a little bit more in depth. Like, you've got to do it like the way she has it is if you use a non-directional, one directional, or two directional print. So you'll have to really look at it and read it. It does include the templates that you need. Very detailed pattern. I love this pattern because she's very detailed and goes into a really good description on it. So I'm going to hopefully use that one. I was also going to say, if y'all want me to, let me know if y'all want me to pull, because I'm going to be pulling out all my Christmas fabric anyways. If y'all want me to show y'all what I have, let me know, and I will do a little video on all my Christmas fabric. So once I figure out, because the Yuletide, that circle, the patchwork one, I'm not going to do it this big. So once I figured out how many I need, like how many squares I need, then I'm going to divide that total number of squares by how many of this Gingerbread Kisses fat quarter that I have, and that way I kind of know how many 5-inch squares come from each fat quarter. Because I'm going to use this one too as my daughter's tree skirt for her room, because like I had mentioned, that Christmas tree that my aunt gave me, I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby once their Christmas stuff starts going on sale, and I'm going to start like purchasing the really cute like candy and pastels and stuff like that decorations for her tree. And this will match perfect with those decorations. Like, they'll match perfect. So and I'll have to do a Hobby Lobby haul once I get all that in, or once I go buy all that and, you know, get it home. But I want to make sure I can make at least 2 tree skirts out of this fabric, because that one is I really want to do. So anyways, let me move all this. So that's kind of what is going on, because I just didn't, I mean, I like the tree skirt pattern on here, but I just didn't like it for this fabric. And it was really easy, like so easy. But this one will be easy too. It's just 5-inch or 3-inch squares. No, 5-inch squares. They're 5-inch squares. And what I could do is I could cut them smaller if I wanted to. I really could cut them smaller. Instead of 5-inch squares, I could even do like 4-inch squares, because that would give me enough room for the houses. Actually, 3 inches would probably, no, 3 inches might be good. I'm sorry, I'm measuring it with my little, so I may do 4 inches. Instead of the 5, I may do the 4, because I'm not using a layer cake. Now, if you use a layer cake, you're going to want to do the 5 inches, because then you'll get 4. That way there's no waste. But since I'm using fat quarters, I may do 4 inches, because that'll save me a little bit. So we'll see. I may do that. I may just go ahead and do the 149 squares, but do them 4 inches instead of 5, and see how many I get. I'll do the math and let y'all know. Now, the granny square, I've got to, like I said, I got to pull out all my fabric, because I'm definitely making this. Only I'm going to tweak mine just a little bit. I'm definitely going to make this. I just have to figure out, I got to pull my fabrics and figure out what I'm going to do. Mine may not just be red and greens. It may be, I may have some pinks and some blues in there also, or some teals or whatever I have in there. So that may be a little different, but I've got to pull all my fabrics. So anyways, I will link my, if they even still have it, I'll try to link what I have my starch, my spray bottle, and then I'll also link the tree skirt, the free tree skirt patterns, all 3 of them. And then the one that I'm going to do for here, I'll link that one also. The other 2 that I'm going to be doing for my mom's, because I think I've got 8 tree skirts. I've got this one here for my sister, which all I got to do is sandwich it now. The other one for my stepsister, the one for my mom and my stepmom. The granny square, the Dresden, and then, yeah, then the fig tree one. I don't even know where. I got to find. I have all that fabric that I had bought for that. I gotta find that. I don't even know what I did with it, y'all. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. I gotta find that pattern. Hopefully it's over there in that stack of stuff over there. But this room is so chaotic. Like, I wish I could have somebody come in and organize this for me. Because I'm just so overwhelmed with it. But anyways. So I just wanted to jump on real quick, show y'all these cute patterns that I found, and then the one that Donna showed me. The one Donna showed me, they do have on Shabby Fabrics. So I first saw it on Shabby Fabrics, and it is a kit. But like I said, I am so over half square triangles. I'm not going to do it. But these other 2 will be really cute. And I figured this Yuletide would be really cute with this gingerbread fabric. Be real scrappy, real cute. And then I love a granny square. I've not done one yet, but I'm going to for a tree skirt. That way, I'm going to eventually do one for a full quilt, but it'll be one of these days. So, and I will be working on tree skirts for a good little bit, trying to get all these done. I have the little green box should be here sometime this week, probably middle to end of next week, or this week, whatever. Both of my blocks of the month that I'm doing, not the designer. Yeah, the designer mystery block of the month and then the summer on the farm are both shipped. So they'll be here sometime this week. The designer may be here tomorrow or Tuesday because it's shipped out maybe, I think, Friday, I want to say, something like that. So that may be here maybe tomorrow or Tuesday, I don't know. And then I hope my summer on the farm will be here sometime this week. I think I mentioned to y'all too that I ended up signing up on the quilt spot for, I think it's called The Farmer's Daughter. I've got the pattern, but the book, but it's the Lori Holt, but I did it through the quilt spot because once that one starts, I'll be done with the one I'm doing. And I've really wanted to do that quilt, but it'll be easier in bite-sized pieces and I won't get so overwhelmed. So I'm gonna try to remember to record these for y'all. So like the cutting and the sewing and all of that for y'all. That way y'all can kind of see me because I haven't had a sewing video in a little bit. And but yesterday was the first day I sewed and I got in here and I just started sewing and didn't even think. There's also a pattern that, and I'm not going to link this one because I'm not going to do it for a little bit. I mean, I can link it if y'all want me to, if y'all want to do it. But it's called Remix Geese, and it's by Robert Kaufman. Now, y'all know I'm not a Flying Geese fan, but Miss Tracy did this quilt, or she's working on it. And if you've been in the, if you are in the Facebook group, you have seen it. It is beautiful, and she's making it bigger, and she's using all her scraps. I am thinking about making this quilt. I like the way they do the Flying Geese method. It's I think you get 4 flying geese at a time, or 2, something like that. But I'm thinking about making this quilt, not right now, but it'll be something like when I get all my scraps and stuff organized, it'll be that. So but hers is gorgeous, and I've got so many scraps too, like from quilts and stuff, blocks of the month, all that I'm really thinking about doing that. And y'all know I am not a Flying Geese fan, but she's also been using her Flying Geese ruler. Where is mine? This one right here. It's by Creative Grids, the Ultimate Flying Geese tool. It has a trim 1 and then trim 2 on it. So I'll be using this one for sure. But she's been using that one, and I have that. So anyways, well, I'm going to get off here. That way I can get everything uploaded, get everything linked for y'all. And I'm going to start pulling out all of my Christmas fabric. Remember, if y'all want to see my Christmas fabric, just comment below and I can do a quick video and showing all my fabrics. If not, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I just don't know what y'all want to see or not. So the patterns, the tree skirt patterns will be linked in the description box. There'll be 3 and I'll put on there like which ones are free and then I'll link the other one for purchase through Etsy. And I'll link those down in the description box as well as the stuff how I starch with. So I hope y'all have had a fantastic weekend. I am sad that, I don't know if I already said this, but I'm sad that it's Saturday or Sunday. So everything goes back tomorrow. So our new week starts. So anyways, I will hopefully see you guys soon. I'm gonna, like I said, pull out that fabric and then I'm gonna start figuring out on this one. I may go ahead and just cut them all 4 inches and do it that way. But I'm going to start getting all this fabric cut. And so, yeah. I will talk to y'all guys soon. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye, y'all.